From Regina, Canada, it's Primetime Wrestling. Gorilla Monsoon, along with his lordship Alfred Hayes, as the devious one, Mr. Fuji, leads the way down for the debut of Yokozuna, the Polynesian sumo star, your lordship.
A big man on this side of the world, a big man in the Far East, a very tough man and a great wrestler. I'm really looking forward to seeing this fellow.
Hovering around 500 pounds.
Yes. And very agile too, as we're going to see shortly. When we used to go to Japan, Gorilla, I was always fascinated by the sumo wrestlers there.
He brought his lunch with him, Alfred. I think he brought his lunch. Never wants to be too far from food, I understand.
I wouldn't think so, the size of him. He needs a lot of food to stoke the fires in that big body.
Another find, a big find by the devious one.
That's like a Jack and Jill pail there.
Oh, my goodness. What a hunk of humanity. The dreaded salt ceremony.
Yes, casting the devils out of his corner with the salt.
Chasing away the evil spirits. Also be useful up here in Regina when the white stuff starts to fall too. You had some of that in your trunk.
Gorilla, I knew you would come up with something. No, you mustn't say that. This man is really, look at him. He's a tremendous person. He is adored in Japan and all throughout the Far East. And I'm sure that will happen here. Wait till these people see this huge man in action.
Joey Maggs, look at this. Oh, Joey Maggs being manhandled. Yokozuna seems to have a bad wheel, Alfred. Got that ankle brace on there. Well, he's not limping at all.
No, he's not. It's got to support a lot of weight, obviously.
Oh, look at that power move.
Gosh.
Wow.
Oh, everybody here came up out of their seats for that move. Is Maggs going to get up from that?
I hope not.
I don't think he is. Oh,
Look out!
Oh, gosh.
There's the agility we talked about that makes this 500-pounder so dangerous.
Oh, my word. Does he speak any English, this fellow?
I think he does, your lordship.
Gosh. Well, I think somebody ought to speak to him. That's a brutal, brutal move.
Thrust kick delivered by the big guy, Yokozuna.
And spot on the target, too. This man is extremely positive and very focused. He is a destructive machine.
Irish whip into the corner. Look out. Hope the ring stays together. Ah!
My word. Maggs is, well, he's never going to get up from this one, surely. A little of the rites again, the rituals.
The ceremonial moves of the sumo stars.
And I think he's proclaiming a victory for himself.
Where's he going now? Oh, Yokozuna going up, second turnbuckle on the inside. Oh, no!
Oh, my word!
He just made oatmeal out of Maggs. Here's the official word.
Your winner, Yokozuna.
What an impressive debut by the devious one and his newfound star, Yokozuna, here on Primetime Wrestling, an exclusive.
Well, he certainly has brought back a huge man to these shores from the Far East. His searches have been rewarded. He said he was going to find somebody who was going to set the whole of the World Wrestling Federation back on its heels. And this big man could certainly do it.
McMahon, let me ask you a question. Who's the tag team champs?
All right, I understand what you're saying. Nonetheless, I still feel that Jimmy Hart sold the Nasty Boys right down the river. And obviously, they are very, very unhappy about it. I'll tell you what I'd love to see, however. I'd like to see the Nasty Boys take what could very well be rightfully theirs, given the opportunity. I'd like to see the Nasty Boys step into the ring with Money Incorporated. And by the way, Money Incorporated and the Natural Disasters will be on prime time this Monday with a special television hookup. Wait a minute. There's been so much action there, we've sort of ignored who's in the ring. Take a look at this. Wow. Take a look at the girth. Take a look at 505 pounds of Yokozuna. This man is huge. Yokozuna obviously having skills on the sumo style, managed by Mr. Fuji. This will be very interesting to see what Yokozuna can bring to the sort of catch-as-catch-can style all over the rest of the world.
Look at the size of this man.
Yokozuna, 505 pounds. And Jordan charges and is slapped right away. And wait a minute, what's this now? Jordan is down. What a suplex.
Now that's an impressive move.
Well, right away, you would think you were going to see some sort of a sumo move. Oh, no! From Yokozuna. Instead of that, Mr. Fuji obviously has taught Yokozuna well.
This Mr. Fuji never ceases to amaze me. Where does he
Look at that belly-to-belly suplex. Unbelievable. What a prospect this Yokozuna is. Yokozuna now with Jordan on his feet, perhaps not for long. Whips him to the buckle. What's going to happen here? Oh, no, look at that. Whoa, forget about it. My goodness. Mr. Fuji likes what he sees indeed, and why not? Yokozuna thus far with a very impressive debut here on WWF Superstars. Look at this.
The sumo stance.
And Jordan is lifting it up. He's had the wind and perhaps everything else knocked out of him. Oh, no, wait a minute. What's going on here? Yokozuna on the second rope. Oh, no! That's unbelievable.
I like it.
Wow! What an impressive victory.
Here is your winner, Yokozuna. Who's going to take this man off his feet?
Wow, hats off to Mr. Fuji. Mr. Fuji bringing to the ring in the World Wrestling Federation, Yokozuna. Right now, let's take you back to some footage of last week. You'll recall the former convict Nails refused to leave the ring
in the WWF about Survivor Series. And listen to this new twist, Brain. This year, you get to leave your name and your home phone number. And during Survivor Series, on Thanksgiving Eve, calls will be placed from the Richfield Coliseum direct to some lucky callers.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. I call in, I give them my name and phone number, and I could have, let's say, Nails call me at home.
Or The Undertaker.
Or how about Kamala calling you at home? Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that right away, and I'll tell you why. I can't wait for the Ultimate Warrior or Savage to call me so I can hang up on him.
Oh, look at that.
And that man's 287 pounds. He looks like a child. This man's well over 500 pounds.
Did you see the thighs on Yokozuna? They have to be 50 inches, Brain.
I'll tell you, Suzanne Summers and her thigh master wouldn't put a dent in him.
I guess not.
Look at that. He knows American wrestling. Is this man dangerous?
Wow. He could terminate someone's career at the drop of a hat. Reverse crescent kick finds the mark by the big guy. Good job, Mr. Fuji said.
You speak Japanese?
I speak some Japanese, yes. I think I'm.
Look at this. Look at this.
Look out!
Oh. That ham and egger has no idea where he's at.
Uh-oh, here it comes. The sumo ceremonial gestures here.
The beginning of the end. He's gonna drop right on him. Watch.
Sizing him up.
Wait a minute, he's going up on top.
Climbing the turnbuckles from the inside.
Going to the second rope. Look at
Perched
that.
up there on the second one.
You got one more. Take it.
Oh, no.
Oh. Get a bladder. Domo arigato.
Yokozuna making quick work.
Oki. Oki. You know what Oki means?
Yeah, big.
Big. See, I'm helping you along here with your Japanese.
Mr. Fuji certainly found himself a meal ticket here, Brain.
Boy.
Kept Mr. Perfect on the shelf as long as you could. You did not want him to compete in the same ring because you knew that sooner or later there would be a collision course and you were starting that man's career.
No, it's not like that. We put together a perfect semblance of what was going to work for us here in the WWF. Him wrestling Flair, of course I never wanted to see that. Not because I fear or that Flair couldn't take the man. It's not anything like that. Or Ramon, it's just that it wasn't structured like that. It's business. It's business.
Right now, Yokozuna is taking care of business. Yokozuna on his way this Wednesday to the Survivor Series. And at the pay-per-view extravaganza, Yokozuna has signed an open contract. He'll face anybody. Mr. Fuji with reasons to smile these days.
I mean, though, can you imagine? Savage and Perfect on one team against Flair and Ramon. I can't.
Would you please? Bobby Heenan, you gotta let it go. Let's face it, you're in trouble. And so is the opponent of Yokozuna. We spoke to Mr. Fuji earlier.
This is Yokozuna, the greatest grand champion from the rising sun. 6'5", 505 pounds of pure meanness.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with Mr. Fuji. There, Yokozuna. Look out now. We've seen this before. Here comes a head of steam. Yeah. Ooh, a chop down to the canvas.
You know what's dangerous about him? Mr. Fuji is teaching him the American way of wrestling here in the WWF. Not only does this man know sumo, martial arts, but now this. He's going to hurt somebody bad. I hope it's perfect.
And Mr. Fuji giving it. Oh, no, look at this. This is so impressive. This is awesome. Can you imagine poor Tom Becker looking up and seeing that coming down at you? Yokozuna.
Here is your winner, Yokozuna.
Yokozuna, managed by Mr. Fuji. Yoko, headed to the Survivor Series. Just whom will he face at the Survivor Series? Doesn't matter to him. He has an open contract. But we certainly know who Ric Flair and Razor Ramon are going to face. It could be the perfect tag team combination.
Oh, now it's the perfect tag team combination. It's not bad enough that Perfect is teamed with Savage. Now you're singing the praises of the perfect tag team.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it won't be. Then again, maybe it will be. Because if any one individual knows Ric Flair, Bobby the Brain Heenan, if anyone knows Razor Ramon better than anyone else in the world, you know who that is.
Mr. Perfect.
Exactly.
And we know him, too.
Let's take you to the event center. Oh, now this is a little different.
Is scheduled for one fall. I can't believe it. Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji, the Polynesian Islands, weighing 505 pounds, Yokozuna.
There he is, Yokozuna, the grand champion. Led to the ring by Mr. Fuji. This is going to be an extraordinary matchup, I believe. Yokozuna, a very, very impressive athlete. Perhaps, however, not a perfect athlete, as we saw a little bit earlier on.
You want to see Thanksgiving?
Hey, just take it easy, will you?
I'm going to do my job as a professional here. We'll regroup. This is just the beginning of the end. A lesser man would fall apart. I'm not going to let that happen to me.
Chill out, my goodness.
Get me some water, would you please?
And Mr. Fuji, with the Geisha girls here, escorting Yokozuna, presenting him with flowers. And Yokozuna, a sumo-style type wrestler, but undefeated thus far. He sort of has the ability to have it all, if you will. The American catch-can style, the karate, we've seen him use all the martial arts.
Look at the size of this man.
Very, very, very impressive. 505 pounds. Indeed, the pride of the rising sun for sure. Mr. Fuji has perhaps outdone himself.
Fuji has a winner here.
No doubt about it. However, he really has not been tested, Yokozuna, that is. But he's got to be tested right about now.
Well, here's the test. This man can box, he can wrestle, he's in great shape. Let's see what you can do, Virgil. Don't even have a last name.
All right, yes! Tremendous ovation for Virgil. Virgil will be shucking and jiving, show so to speak, no doubt. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Instructions to Yokozuna.
Look at that ceremonial
Look
stance
at the
that he's
girth, look at the size of this man. 505 pounds, that's awesome. However, what will he be able to do against Virgil?
whatever he wants.
I doubt that. I doubt that. Whoa! Virgil is not going to be all upset over that. Oh, my goodness! Whoa! I can't believe Virgil would try him.
Better come up with another plan, Virgil.
No doubt about that.
It's not working.
You're not going to move 505 pounds.
Look at the thighs on this man.
He's awesome. Nice maneuver. That's what you're going to do with Yokozuna. Drop kick knocks him down. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
He goes up again. Another drop kick. Down goes Virgil. Yokozuna with tremendous balance. 500 pounds, but all balance. Drop. Look at this. Over behind now, trying to get the big man down. And no. Virgil. Oh, my goodness. Ran into a back kick. Oh, what a thrust.
Oh.
Well, Virgil attempted to do just about everything he possibly could there to get the big man Yokozuna off his feet.
He is huge.
One of the things these sumo-style wrestlers possess, among many other great assets, is extraordinary balance. It's tough to get these men off their feet.
You think the Thigh Master would work on him?
I'm not so sure anything is going to work on him. Oh, my goodness.
Night-night, Virgil.
Suplex. Yokozuna.
You know, another thing, Fuji is teaching Yokozuna to be mean. Meaner than he's ever been in his life. Because you know what Fuji is capable of doing.
Indeed, unfortunately we do. Come on, Virgil, get up. Virgil with no quit in that physique for sure. No quit in that heart. Headbutt. Virgil having his problems. What do you do against a man this big? With that kind of balance.
You give up.
Virgil, that's what you do. You nail him in the chops. Virgil with another roundhouse right. Virgil rocking the big man. Virgil now backing up in a roundhouse right.
Oh, he got him good. He got him good.
He just about. He gave him everything he had there. Virgil trying to stay with the big man. Another chop by Yokozuna in. Oh, look at that.
Oh, took him for a little ride, didn't he?
He did indeed. What quickness there on the part of Yokozuna.
It's like the Hindenburg with a sidecar.
Oh, no!
Oh. Oh, did he hit him with a drumstick? Oh.
My goodness, that is impressive.
505 pounds.
I'm
Maybe even
surprised.
more after tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm surprised with the way this man can move. Oh, look at that! Virgil scoops him up, takes him. Oh, no. He didn't take him down.
No.
Yokozuna went right down on him. Oh, that was devastating.
I believe we have instant sushi here.
That was devastating. Quick thinking on the part of Yokozuna. And Virgil. Oh, my. Virgil just may have had it. I don't know. Yokozuna. What's going to happen here? Yokozuna going up to the second rope. That's 505 pounds. Down the chest. Forget about it.
I think it's just cranberry sauce for Virgil tomorrow.
Well, this capacity crowd is in awe of the winner.
Yokozuna.
He means business.
He does indeed. The pride of the rising sun, the grand champion Yokozuna, victorious here. I'll tell you, Yoko is going to be, Yokozuna is an awesome force to deal with here in the WWF.
McMahon, I want to show you something here.
All right.
As you know, Mr. Fuji has once again successfully courted another massive individual into the singles ranks. Right now, the Devious One is standing by with his newest acquisition, Yokozuna.
This is my Yokozuna. You're wondering why or how I found my Yokozuna. Let me tell you. One sunny afternoon in a Polynesian island, I was strolling down the beautiful beaches. And I saw in the water this huge big man. And I came closer and closer, and I'm looking up. Oh, 6'5", 505 pounds. So quickly, I said, Yokozuna, you come with me, Japan, and I'll make you champion. Indeed, he came to Japan. Now I brought him to the WWF, and all you wrestlers there be in pain and fear.
Considering the end results of the encounters that Yokozuna has been involved with, it is an understatement to say he has made quite an impression.
Well, glad to see Sean Mooney back in the fold.
Oh, look at this. Was he impressive at Survivor Series?
Boy, he certainly was. Who will be able to stop this humongous individual from the land of the rising sun? I don't know, Brain.
You know, he does a heck of a move. He throws the man into the corner. Then when he charges the man, he turns around and hits him. Watch the ring. The ring moves 6 to 12 inches.
Are you talking about the bonsai splash?
The bonsai splash.
I think he could move Mount Fuji if he so desired.
I'd like him to do that to perfect.
Always looking for somebody to do your work for you, Brain.
I do it myself, but you know how bad my neck
Yeah, I
is.
know you got a bad neck and a bad back and a bad attitude. I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Got all those things. What do you think she's thinking about?
Razor Ramon.
Huh.
Who else?
She's thinking, how does one get to be 500 pounds plus?
Well, I've been over to the Orient, so have you. You know, they train the sumos from the time they can walk.
Yeah, but none of them, most of them aren't 500 pounds, Brain.
That's why he's
They're
a grand
like
champion.
290 to 350, somewhere in that range.
Somewhere around 400 pounds.
This guy certainly didn't miss too many meals. The chasing away now of the evil spirits.
Purifying the ring with salt.
Also chased away a few ringsiders.
He knows the martial arts, he knows sumo, and he knows catch as catch can here in the WWF.
And he knows where to get big tights. Well, there it is, the ceremonial display of the sumos, showing that there are no hidden weapons. He is a weapon.
I don't know why anybody would try anything on this man. You've got to get him down. I don't know how you get him down. Look at this. Oh.
I guess the first approach would be to invite him to dinner.
And then come up from behind and waffle him, I guess. I don't know.
Whoa, hard.
Oh, what's this?
Look
What's
out.
this?
Bonsai!
Look at that ring move. Look at that.
Oh, is he quick?
Well, I guess the buck stops here, huh?
I guess you could say that.
The beginning of the end for Mr. Zumhoff.
Jeez.
How would you like to be Zumhoff looking up there at the old...
Uh-oh! Yoko going all the way out. Now second turnbuckle.
You know what? Coming down.
Oh!
He's evil like Fuji, Monsoon. Look at those eyes.
A dangerous individual, to say the least.
How could you ever slam that man?
You call the Acme Crane Company.
Think if he ever hit you with a head of steam. I hope Flair gets to Bret Hart first.
And there is the traditional salt ceremony to drive away the evil spirits. I think one look at this guy and everybody leaves.
You know something that I ask myself when I see Yokozuna in the ring? Now, Fuji asks for complete subjugation by all his charges. Surely this fellow doesn't give that respect to Mr. Fuji.
Well, Fuji certainly demands that respect, Alfred, and I'm sure he gets it, even from a guy like Yokozuna, who knows which side of his toast is buttered.
Yes, and what a move that was by Yokozuna. He sent Mitch Bishop flying like Billy Bishop just then.
Fuji just ecstatic about this find.
Oh, gosh, squash. Woo. Oh, golly.
The 60-inch thigh of the humongous Yokozuna came crashing down. He could have got a 3 count right there. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he is absolutely annihilating Mitch Bishop. 3 moves, each one of them, maximum force and energy. Any one of them, I believe, would have knocked out Mitch Bishop anyway.
Now, going back, Alfred, how would you say a guy like Shawn Michaels would combat this?
Well, in the first place, he might be a little quicker than Mitch Bishop is. Ow! Oh, I hate to watch it. Oh, my word. I don't know, Gorilla, I don't know. I've got to say it, I don't know how he would.
The Banzai Splash just delivered by Yokozuna. I think he would have moved Mount Fuji with that.
He is Mount Fuji, just look at him. Oh, my word.
Going up now, second turnbuckle on the inside. Look out.
And everybody here waving Bishop to move, but he's gone, he's out. Mercifully unconscious already, I'm sure.
Delivered here by Yokozuna. How on earth are you going to stop this humongous individual from running wild here in the World Wrestling Federation?
What a destructive force this man is, Yokozuna. He is a big, huge man, and Mr. Fuji has unleashed him in the WWF. Who is going to be capable of beating this huge man?
Move around like Yokozuna can move it around.
And he's constantly in control.
Indeed. Unbelievable. Look out! Uh-oh, Morgan down to the canvas. That's like running into a brick wall. Whoa, whoa! Yokozuna. Extremely strong.
Treating him like a piece of sushi.
Thus far. Headbutt.
What do you think he eats a day?
I'm not so sure, but I can tell you Mr. Fuji has him on a very, very special diet. Those who subscribe to the sumo style of wrestling are constantly eating. Very, very heavy on the carbs. Very heavy. Very heavy on the fats.
He eats carbs.
Carbs, carbohydrates.
Wouldn't doubt if he couldn't eat a car.
Heavy on protein. I mean, it's just plain heavy. And so is Yokozuna. Look at that. Wow. Side suplex.
Maybe he'd like to pick up some money. I could cut a deal with Fuji, I bet.
Hey, wait a minute. It seems to me you're trying to cut a deal with just about everybody these days. Anyone, it doesn't matter. What's the matter? You have no confidence in Ric Flair? You have no confidence in Razor Ramon?
Yes, I do, but I don't think Perfect will get in the ring with either of them.
Look out, Eric! Banzai! Whoa. Oh, my. What a vicious athlete, Yokozuna.
And what's going to happen if you get him mad? He's not mad.
He's never been put to the test yet in the WWF. I'm really anxious to see what this man is going to do when he meets the superstars in the WWF. Maybe then he'll really cut loose. Look at this.
Bombs away.
And down. Oh, no. That's unbelievable.
Talk about a sit-down strike.
Here is your winner, Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. I'm sure we'll be seeing a great deal more of this sumo giant in weeks to come. This sort of like a night off. And you wonder, well, people try to figure out Yokozuna. His opponents are going to really...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wrestling Challenge. Gorilla Monsoon, along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, as we await the arrival of the Japanese superstar, Yokozuna. Take a look at the two lovely geishas, Brain.
Look at Yokozuna.
Here is Yoko.
What a find by the devious one, Mr. Fuji. A real meal ticket, Brain.
Oh, he's got a winner there. Do you realize Yokozuna weighs more than Fuji and the two Geisha girls and the referee put together?
Wouldn't surprise me. 500 pounds plus.
Oh, he's bigger this week than he was last week.
Not only that, the guy has tremendous speed and agility, Brain. That's what makes him dangerous.
And Fuji's taught him the WWF style of wrestling. He knows the catch as catch can. He knows karate. He knows all the martial arts and sumo. The guy's unbeatable as far as I'm concerned.
A look of distrust, I might say, on the face of those lovely geishas.
Well, they show respect. They're not allowed to have eye contact with Yokozuna.
Well, she was looking. She was taking a big peek ski at the big guy.
No, she kind of gave me the eye.
Oh, please.
Hard to tell when they wink, though.
The ceremonial flower presentation showing respect. And this guy definitely deserves respect.
You don't give me respect, you'll take it.
And get this, Brain, later on in the hour, we're going to find out what the main event is for the big one in Sacramento.
Royal Rumble.
Yes.
I think I know.
Well,
I
Mr.
can't.
Journalist.
Well, I can't divulge it right now. Mum's the word.
Sorry, I asked. The ceremonial salt ceremony, driving away the evil spirits from ringside. I don't think too many spirits are going to be lurking around with this guy.
Look at the twins.
Yoko looks like a couple of twins. Twin Peaks.
This man is massive. Wow.
The traditional sumo ceremony showing you that he has no concealed weapons of any kind. He doesn't need it. He is a concealed weapon. Oh, look at this. Chris Allen is in for real education here.
I bet there's a sign on him that says by the Surgeon General's office, this man could be dangerous to your health.
Look at this.
Wow.
Belly to belly, gut wrench suplex. Executed to perfection by the big guy.
And Fuji has him ready, and he is making him meaner and meaner every day.
Whoa!
He is all business.
Talk about somebody that's all business, Brain. Later on in the program, we're going to be hearing from the reigning WWF champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. Not a friend of yours.
Well, it's nothing personal. It's just business.
It is personal.
Okay, you're right. I hate him.
Methodically going to work here. Whoa. Reverse knife edge finds the mark. Oh,
Here, Fuji, Banzai.
that means Bonsai Splash is coming up. Oh, there it is. Sayonara, Chris.
He's going up. First floor.
Oh, look out.
Second floor. Like a
Forget about
pancake.
Could have counted to 500.
Strictly business.
Winner, Yokozuna.
He comes from a country that is ruled by royalty. And this
Rich in tradition, no doubt of that.
very, very rich in tradition. This is a wonderful display of tradition here. And all of the people should be standing.
You know something, King? The more and more that you're on television here, the more people are going to start maybe wearing royal colors, maybe dressing like they do to meet the Queen and stuff. You're going to change the whole atmosphere here.
I should certainly hope so.
Well, certainly Yokozuna has changed the entire atmosphere in the WWF. What an unbelievable impact, no pun intended, he has had in the World Wrestling Federation. Thus far undefeated, listed at 505 pounds. Mr. Fuji teaching him not only the sumo style, which he knows very well, but take a look at that tree trunk, would you?
Woo.
But in addition, this man is awesome. To that, Fuji has been teaching him all of the martial arts. We're gonna charge in! Yokozuna! Oh, whoa!
Oh, God.
Imagine Yokozuna if he were signed for the Royal Rumble. Who could possibly get 500 and... Oh, no! Who could get 505 pounds of Yokozuna over the top rope?
Maybe the other 29 participants.
Maybe you'd have to call AAA or get a chain hoist.
Perhaps. Oh, my goodness. Myers having big problems with Yokozuna.
Boy, Mr. Fuji certainly has reason to be proud of this product of the Rising Sun.
Myers back. Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
That's some of that sumo wrestling right there. A couple of moves.
Indeed. Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Wait a minute.
The rising sun.
And
The sun has just
Yokozuna.
set, I think.
Oh, over Myers. Yoko resembling one of those extraordinarily fast Japanese trains coming right at you.
The bullet.
And take a look at this now.
Shades of Hiroshima.
Oh! A count of three, forget about it. And that is the look of arrogance on the grand champion, Yokozuna.
You imagine him going on a sit-down strike?
And I can assure you the Emperor is very proud right now.
You know the Emperor.
Personally.
To chase away the evil spirits from ringside, as well as some ringsiders, I'm sure.
Yes, it doesn't chase Mr. Fuji away, though, does it? Nothing would chase him away.
Look at the size of the thighs. Has to be at least 40-inch thighs, Alfred. Maybe
I would say
50.
Oh, gosh, he is a huge, huge man. Kevin Kruger looks like a tiny boy by the side of him. Kevin Kruger, however, quite a big fellow.
About 245 pounds.
He is indeed over the 6 foot.
Whoa! What a leverage display. Such an integral part of sumo wrestling, of which Yokozuna has mastered.
Oh, gosh, not only does he have size and power, he also possesses amazing agility.
The devious one, Mr. Fuji, liking what he's seen. Telling Yokozuna, good job. Look at this. Oh, reverse thrust kick finds the mark. Well, you can't use that in sumo wrestling.
No, but the weight behind those huge legs just absolutely floored Kevin Kruger. I don't know what's going through this youngster's head at the moment. Probably.
Oh, look at this.
Oh!
Gut wrench suplex.
Oh!
Belly to belly style. And look who come up with the short end of the stick.
Oh, my word. This fellow is absolutely destructive. Oh.
Reverse knife edge finds the mark. Uh-oh. Bonsai splash coming up. Avalanche in the corner. Holy mackerel.
And that flat palm to the top of the head, to the temple, that is a devastating blow also. Used by sumo wrestlers. A little more of the ceremony, the rites performed by these fellows. How absolutely intimidating.
How on earth will they get this guy out at the Royal Rumble? He's going up there, second turnbuckle on the inside.
Oh, my word.
Bonsai coming up.
Wow.
Pancake City for Yokozuna.
Here is your winner, Yokozuna.
Yokozuna, most impressive here this week on Primetime Wrestling. Keep your eye on this guy if you dare take it off.
Absolutely. It's so difficult to visualize anybody being able to muster up enough strength and enough skills to beat this fellow, Yokozuna. Obviously, Mr. Fuji very, very pleased. People here shocked. A great victory for Yokozuna. Now, let us go and join.
The Royal Rumble takes place Sunday, January 24th in Sacramento, California. Of course, this exciting spectacular will be available on pay-per-view cable TV. Get ready to see 30 of the greatest superstars in one incredible match. I'm making reference to the annual showdown known as the Royal Rumble. You start with 2 men, you add another man every 2 minutes thereafter until all 30 men have entered the ring in this highly unusual competition. In the Royal Rumble, it's every man for himself because this year's winner will be meeting the World Wrestling Federation champion for the title at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada at WrestleMania 9. Superstars already announced include the Berserker, former World Wrestling Federation champion Bob Backlund, World Wrestling Federation Tag Team champion $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Native American Tatanka, The Undertaker, and this man, Yokozuna, who is standing by right now with manager Mr. Fuji.
Yesterday, everybody, look at my Yokozuna, 505 pound. Royal Rumble, 29 opponent. Let me tell you, I, Mr. Fuji, would turn my Yokozuna loose. Loose against all your opponents. 29 of you will fly over the ring one by one. And let me tell you, in the end, my Yokozuna will be winner of a big Royal Rumble.
My next guest will be in the Royal Rumble. He is accompanied by his manager, Mr. Fuji. Let's bring in Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji, Yokozuna was one of the first men to enter the Royal Rumble, wasn't he?
Very, very true, monsieur. As you can see, my Yokozuna is 6 feet 5, 505 pounds. You tell me, out of the 29 wrestlers in the ring, who is capable of throwing my Yokozuna over the top rope?
Well, it's obvious to me that Yokozuna has a net advantage over his opponents considering his background and considering the fact that to beat a man at Royal Rumble, you must throw him over the top rope.
Very, very true. One by one, they will go flying over the top rope like birds, and my Yokozuna will win the Royal Rumble and will meet the WWF Heavyweight Champion come WrestleMania 9. Sayonara day!
Look out, it's Bonzo!
The ring just moved
minimum 6.5 feet.
Are they going to build a special reinforced ring for this Royal Rumble? They're going to need it.
Absolutely, no question of that. And here comes the part that you like, the King. Here it comes.
What's this? I know somebody that wishes he wasn't in the ring with Yokozuna right now. That guy.
No. I think we need to get this guy a real chair.
Slide him under the dressing room door.
Yokozuna from the land of the rising sun. Once again victorious. Still no one has knocked this man off his feet. And his undefeated streak remains intact.
Really impressed. This is unbelievable. I think that Master Fuji is really proud of himself at this point. The Royal Rumble looks like it's going Yokozuna's way, but...
Gentlemen, Royal Rumble. Look at my man, Yokozuna, 6'5". 505 pounds. And he will definitely be the winner in the Royal Rumble. All 29 opponents will fall. Look at my Yokozuna in Royal Rumble. No one can move my Yokozuna. No one can lift him up off his feet. Yokozuna, 505 pounds, will be the winner in the Royal Rumble. And all 29 opponents will fall out one by one. And Yokozuna be the winner.
When he gets into that match.
To the ring by Mr. Fuji.
Take a look at those two lovelies.
505 pounds. And hailing
Hey, Tootsie.
from the Polynesian Islands.
Hey, if you want, I can talk to them. Maybe afterwards we
Will
will.
you stop? Yokozuna headed for Sacramento, a big part, literally, of the Royal Rumble. How are you going to get this guy over the top rope, Brain?
He hasn't even gone off his feet yet. No one's even knocked him down since he came to the World Wrestling Federation. And you're going to throw him over the top rope?
Well, you can bet that Yokozuna will be part of the big Monday Night Raw debut coming up this week, Brain.
And I haven't even been invited to be on it. I may be there, though.
They're smart, aren't they?
You had something to do with it, I know it.
The presentation of the ceremonial flowers by the two young geishas. Mr. Fuji really has a bind here.
That's not Laverne and Shirley. You know, he hasn't even been knocked off his feet yet. How are you going to get him out over the top rope to the floor?
Well, I know that Ric Flair won't.
See, you're going to have to use your brains. You're not going to have to do it yourself. Let somebody else do it. Maybe 20 guys are going to have to grab him.
It's everybody for themselves.
I know, but you don't know in the Royal Rumble.
No, you don't know. Take a look at that. 500 pounds plus.
Talk about the rising sun.
The traditional salt ceremony, driving away the evil spirits from ringside. Latest edition of the WWF magazine will hit newsstands everywhere this Tuesday. On the cover, my guy, my pal, Mr. Perfect. But take a look inside, page 34, a most interesting article, Mr. Fuji's Grand Champion. Take a look at those thighs.
The ankles, this man is enormous.
Oh, you can't build can't build a big house on a small foundation. He's got agility too, Brain.
Well, he knows the Japanese art of sumo. He knows karate.
Martial arts.
Right, and he also knows the WWF catch-as-catch-can style. He's a very dangerous man. And what a cruel man that is.
The devious one, look at this! Belly-to-belly suplex!
Oh. How you gonna get him out?
What a powerhouse!
Victor Chaplin! Kono!
I think Fuji said finish him off. Reverse knife edge finds the mark.
He said chop him.
Said chop him?
Yes, I speak Japanese fluently.
Oh, what a Monday morning quarterback you are. Got power, experience, all the tools necessary. Uh-oh, look out.
Uh-oh, Banzai.
Banzai splash in the corner.
Look at the reaction on those faces.
Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Boy, am I glad I retired.
Fuji, you've got yourself a bona fide winner here. What I could do with all that yen.
Look out for 29 others in the Royal Rumble that have to deal with this guy. Oh! And Jemima pancake time. Boy, if you don't think that's not impressive, you've got another guest coming. Let's go back now and take a look at the big guy.
There he is. Yokozuna.
505 pounds, Yokozuna.
You heard right, 505 pounds.
A huge man, Sean. And every time he steps into the ring, he means business, and he accomplishes that fact very, very quickly indeed.
I heard he recently weighed in at 507 pounds, your lordship, and I hear he's really worried about that extra 2 pounds.
Oh, don't be so flippant, Mooney.
Well, Lord Alfred Hayes, you recently were in Japan. I know you've been over there several times. Perhaps you know a little bit about that ritual we witnessed there involving Yokozuna and those two rather pale ladies. What's with the salt?
Mooney, it would take ages to tell you and to advise you on how that all works. You'll have to learn those things for yourself. Suffice it to say, they were paying homage to a great man.
That's all you had to tell me. Well, takes off the rather large robe. It looks more like a bedspread as Mr. Fuji holds the Japanese flag. And this is what I mentioned before, Lord Alfred Hayes. Does this have something to do with scaring the demons out of the ring or something like that? See?
Why don't you say so in the first place? Why
Well,
do you
I
beat about
wasn't
the bush?
sure. You're the worldly one. And the salt cast into the first row there. Jim Powers, despite the size of his opponent, is ready for battle. I think I would have taken a few steps back.
Well, he's a fiery young man, Jim Powers, with a lot of ability. He's a strong young lad, but that's a magnificent shot there through the legs. Maybe we could see that again if our cameraman's getting our broadcast here. Perhaps we could look at Powers again. Yes, there you go.
Call a wide angle. Jim Powers doesn't seem to be anxious in any way, Lord Alfred Hayes. I mean, in the sense of being frightened of this man.
Oh, I can see some looks of worry upon his face, but he's a brash youngster.
Showing some quickness right away.
And he needs that against this fellow.
Your Lordship, we are now 1 week away from the Royal Rumble. 1 week from tomorrow, to be exact. There's only one way to catch all the exciting action. That is on pay-per-view. And Yokozuna is one of the 30 combatants in that matchup where the winner will earn the right to challenge the champion of the WWF at WrestleMania. That's just part of the lineup. But I want to ask you a question. Is there a superstar capable of sending Yokozuna over the top rope, in your opinion?
Well, there's a very logical answer to that, Mooney, and I'll tell you what it is. If they don't get this fellow out of the ring, Yokozuna, he's going to win everything.
I think it's going to take more than one superstar. It is every man for himself, but we have seen in that encounter alliances formed, if only briefly. I think that's the way it's going to have to be done if Yokozuna, the massive Polynesian, is to be taken out of that encounter. And Mr. Fuji doesn't believe that is going to happen.
He certainly doesn't. A very, very serious look on the face of Mooney there. Oh, beautiful side suplex.
Bear hug. Slams Jim Powers to the canvas. That's not the first time he has kissed the canvas, Lord Alfred Hayes, and he is really suffering at this point.
No, a moment ago he foolhardily tried to knock this Japanese mountain down. You can't do that with a big fellow like Yokozuna.
Well, since his arrival here in the World Wrestling Federation, he has never been knocked off his feet. Hard into the corner, tied up in the ropes, all the way across, 505 pounds, crushes Jim Powers.
And that's his banzai move. And it is so successful.
Well, I'll tell you what's even worse, Lord Alfred Hayes, is what he's about to attempt here. Up on the second rope. And Jim Powers immobile and helpless. Crashing down right on the chest. And you can hear the groan from Jim Powers. Let's get the official word as this battle is over.
Here is your winner, Yokozuna.
And, Your Lordship, I think we are going to be seeing a lot more of this huge superstar. 1 week from tomorrow, you'll see him in action at the Royal Rumble, but only on pay-per-view. Make that call today. 2 World Wrestling Federation Championships will be on the line that day as well. Certainly going to be a big day in the history of the WWF.
A big day indeed for this man, too. You're going to see a lot more of him. Possibly he'll win absolutely everything, including the WWF Championship.
What's that?
Not happen inside the ring, it happened outside the ring under extenuated circumstances.
And the bad thing about it is those kind of things can easily end somebody's career.
Talk about ending someone's career, certainly not to make light of the incident with Crush, but Yokozuna is perhaps destined to end a few careers, or at least shorten some of them, I would suspect.
30-man Royal Rumble, 29 opponent. Who can throw my 505-pound grand champion over top rope? No one can. And Yokozuna is the grand champion.
You know, that's a very good point. The process of elimination is over the top rope. Who's going to hoist this 505-pounder out over the top rope, King?
Well, there's going to be 29 other wrestlers in there besides him.
Unbelievable.
Of course, he could eliminate some pretty quickly like that, but I would say maybe 4, 5, 6 or 7 guys at once could get him over.
Well, I know one guy that had a real good chance, and that's Crush, before that injury unfortunately happened to him.
I'm actually wondering whether or not he's going to be at the Royal Rumble next week. And hopefully we'll have an update on the condition of Crush.
All right, watch
out
this.
Matchup.
Get ready.
Oh, my. And it looks like this man headed to the Royal Rumble, all right, with momentum. The pay-per-view spectacular, the whole family cannot miss. Where do you see the Royal Rumble live? Right there in the front row seat of your living room. Oh, no.
That's like getting hit by a Toyota right there.
Unbelievable. Look at the eyes right there. He's got something else on his mind except winning matches. He's trying to make a name for himself that's never been compared by anybody.
Yokozuna, victorious, headed to the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Look at my Yokozuna. 6'5", 505 pounds.
Yes!
There's 29 more opponents in ring. And let me tell you, my Yokozuna has never been off his feet. So coming this Sunday in Royal Rumble, he'll be very victorious. In WrestleMania, he'll take the championship belt and all the money back home to Japan.
Yes! Yes! Buzzer!
Well, it'll be interesting indeed, Brain, to see who has the Monday Morning Blues in Sacramento.
You know, it could wind up Typhoon, Earthquake, and Yokozuna, the last 3. What a match that would be.
Interesting, huh?
I mean, there's 30 different ways this can go. But I still can't wait to see that belt wrapped around the waist of Razor Ramon.
And the new innovation this year at the Royal Rumble makes it that much more interesting, Brain. The winner will get a chance at WrestleMania 9 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas to face Bret Hart or whomever the champion may be at that time.
It's going to be Razor Ramon.
Oh, look out, here it comes.
Banzai. Whoa.
I think he could knock down Mount Fuji with that move right there.
I believe it. I think he's bigger than Mount Fuji.
He can terminate anyone's career with this move right here. Bonsai indeed.
Sit down, relax, enjoy yourself. Take a load off.
What an awesome individual. Yokozuna headed for Sacramento. We're headed for the event center.
So.
There's another one. Uh-oh. Yokozuna. All 500 pounds plus.
I bet he's more than that now. Fuji's had him ready for this. Fuji's been stuffing him with rice and sushi for a month now.
He has got to be right now, Brain, at this point in time, the odds-on favorite, drawing a number this high.
Look
puts him
at that.
in a very good position.
Look at that.
He is awesome.
I don't see anybody in their monsoon that can throw him out.
No, I don't.
Do you?
Nobody has even knocked this guy off his feet yet.
Look at this, look at this. Oh.
Well, Tatanka certainly taking a shot at it. Oh, and there goes Tatanka.
See, Tatanka, you got more guts than brains. Look at Carlos, he's gonna try him out for size.
Yokozuna just unloading with the heavy artillery. And there goes Colon. No, he hung on.
Whoa.
He didn't survive that move. He's
Didn't hang on too long. Look at this. Look at this. It's like the two Sears Towers meeting.
Earthquake says, let's get it on.
And look at Yokozuna. Come on, big boy. Try to make me shake.
It is deafening here in the Arco Arena as we are live here at the Royal Rumble.
I see your lips move, but I can't hear you.
Whoa!
What a Royal Rumble this has been. Watch this, watch this.
The Rocket Owen Hart, younger brother of champion Bret the Hitman.
He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet.
Hasn't gone down yet.
He's still on his feet. He looks like a draft horse.
Avalanche by Earthquake. Yokozuna is getting an education. Oh, look at that. Look out, belly to belly. He got Quake out of there.
Belly to belly on Earthquake to the floor. I gotta stand to see the end of this.
Macho Man being hammered there by Yokozuna, who now turns his attention to Bob Backlund.
You better be afraid, Backlund.
Drop kick doesn't budge the big guy.
He's game though. He keeps coming.
Another drop kick, and he takes a few steps back. Look out! Oh, Backlund is gone! We're down to two. One of them will become the challenger at WrestleMania 9.
What an ovation they're giving Bob Backlund. And Fuji is at ringside. He's waving the Japanese flag. Banzai, Macho Man.
Fuji with the flag from the land of the rising sun. And everyone is on their feet here.
Nobody's leaving. Can you imagine Bret the Hitman in the back area watching this? Can you imagine what must be going through his mind?
Oh, and Fuji can literally taste the victory here. A chance that would bring him the championship here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Savage is hurt. Savage is hurt. He's a competitor, he's tough, but he's hurt.
And Yokozuna's going to take advantage. Yokozuna hasn't been off his feet yet.
Yokozuna one-on-one now with the Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't like Savage's chance.
I don't either. I don't really care one way or the other. I sure like to see it for Mr. Fuji.
But one of these two men will face the reigning WWE champion, be it Bret the Hitman Hart or whomever on April 4th is the champion at WrestleMania 9 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Look at this, look at this. Choking the life and the fight right out of Savage. Fuji wants it. That man is mean, he is cruel.
Those instructions, but look at the Macho Man fighting back.
I can't believe it.
Savage cannot find the word quit in his vocabulary as he's unloading now. He's got the big guy staggered.
He's staggering, he's staggering. If anybody can do it, it's got to be done now, Savage.
Macho Man going to the outside. All the way up, top turnbuckle. He did not go down.
He's still standing. Fuji is beside himself.
Savage going up once again. Yokozuna doesn't see him. Oh, big guy down on the
one knee. Just one knee. I never thought he'd come back like this.
Out of nowhere, a reverse thrust kick finds the mark. I think he knocks Savage out.
Savage is out. He's moving, but he's out. Believe me, he doesn't know where he's at.
Macho Man out on his feet.
Oh. I suggest you go get a wheelbarrow. Mr. Fuji has to be proud. He's got to be happy.
No smile on the face of Mr. Fuji. He knows it's not over yet.
Ichiban, Mr. Fuji.
It's not over until the Macho Man goes over the top rope and hits the arena floor.
Yokozuna, he knows he could throw him out. Savage is hurt. He's internally hurt. He knows he can get rid of him. He's just toying with him now. He's mean. He's cruel.
As we see the Japanese flag being waved by the master, Mr. Fuji.
This could be career-ending for Savage.
Macho Man trying to get back to his feet. Still a lot of fight, a lot of guts. But I'm afraid
I don't think he'll come back after this. He won't be able to come back after this. That man's just too big, too powerful.
Having his way right now with a former champion, Yokozuna just unloading at will on the Macho Man. Fuji saying, end it. Put him away. Let's go to Las Vegas.
I'm not leaving till the Royal Rumble's over.
Hard into the turnbuckle. Uh-oh. Banzai.
Savage has been hung out to dry. One more, one more. You don't know where he's at, Monsoon. He's out.
Fuji saying one more time, but oh, look out! He's Savage out of there. Savage still got something left.
He's down. Yokozuna's down.
Savage with the elbow. Pinfalls don't count. Oh, there we go.
He threw him out from the floor.
Let's go and get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Royal Rumble,
Yokozuna on his way to WrestleMania 9. As we see Caesar and Cleopatra, they will be leading the way for Yokozuna to Caesar's Palace, for the big one. April 4th, WrestleMania 9, Caesar's Palace.
This man is going to become a national hero.